Next up, we have Amanda Brown. She's going to be introduced by Anna Van Jonathan. Is that right? Did I get it right? Close enough? Every meeting I get it a little closer. Can you tell us what Amanda's going to do
Yes,
tonight?
I can. Amanda will be giving a speech from the Public Relations Manual. This is project number 2, titled The Radio Talk Show. Her objectives are to present a positive image of her company or organization on a simulated radio talk show, prepare a talk designed to build goodwill towards the organization, understand the dynamics of a successful radio talk show, and prepare for the questions that will be asked at the end of the radio interview. 3 to 5 minutes, followed by a 3-minute Q&A set. Over to you, madam.
Relationship Guru is the title, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I need to bring this out though.
All right.
And put a chair behind it. Actually, I could pretend this is my speaker.
Sure.
Oh, it's doing something. Alrighty, well, before I start, don't start the timer yet. Remember, I'm not supposed to be seen by anybody. And I did think about bringing a big cardboard, but then I thought I might sound muffled. So I can't walk around, I don't need to do anything, I can read my notes, so just so you know that I'm not being naughty, I'm just in a radio station. All right. All right. Good morning, Austin. And this is Amanda at KHSI. I am your relationship guru today. And I just wanted to let you know that the weather today in Austin is going to be 75 degrees all day, no humidity, and it's going to continue for the rest of the week. That, I'm sure, has made you feel better already. Right, we are going to be talking about relationships today. I'm going to be talking about all the different types of relationships. One of the most interesting relationships that you can have, or one that a lot of you have, is with your children. Yes, they can be frustrating, annoying, and you can want them to go to college very quickly, and sometimes you might want them to stay with you for the rest of your life. But at the end of this segment, we will be taking questions and answers, and I might tell you to send that child to boarding school. That might be the best answer for that one. The other relationship that you have is your significant other. Your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Now this is an interesting relationship because you have two people that have to live together with different likes and dislikes, and it can be very difficult. Point is my husband and myself. I hate being hot, and my husband loves to be hot. So we have decided to be like the Queen of England and have our own chambers. He has his chamber, which is like the Louisiana swamp, and I have my chamber, which is like the frigid tundra of the North Pole. So he starts off in my domain, and after 2 hours he has to run to his hothouse to warm up. We don't hear each other snoring, and in the morning we're refreshed, we've had a good night's sleep, and guess what? If you have a good night's sleep, you're going to have better relationships because you're in a good mood. So that's how we handled that. Now, co-workers. You can't choose them unless you own the company. If you own the company, yes, you can choose them. But the one relationship that you really want to manage well is your manager. If you get on well with your manager, you're going to have a nice time at work. And believe me, I know from both ends of it that you really need to cultivate that relationship. All right, now, probably the best relationship you'll have, and you might be able to get rid of all the other ones, is your relationship with your pet. Yes, a lot of us have dogs and cats. Doesn't matter what we look like. We could be having a vile day, but they're always happy to see us. Give them a little bit of food, a little bit of water, and they're happy as anything. So if everything else fails, just get a cat or a dog. Now, I think one of the most important relationships is the relationship with yourself. And that is because you are with yourself all the time. You can't get away from yourself. I know, I have tried, and I haven't been able to do it. And so, I have decided to be my own best friend. I talk to myself a lot. And they say in a recent survey that talking to yourself is actually very beneficial, as long as you don't argue with yourself and contradict yourself, and you don't do it in public where somebody might come with a padded wagon and take you away. So, talking to yourself, and I talk to myself like I'm my own therapist. I say, Amanda, is this a good idea? And I go, well, no, I don't think it is. Your higher self, your subconscious higher self, usually always has the answer. So if you say, Amanda, what is the answer to this? I invariably get a very good response. So you might want to try this. Have a good relationship with yourself. Anyway, we're on to the more exciting part now. We're going to be taking a couple of questions. And I have somebody calling in right now from Austin, and it is Ty Cleft. What is your question, Ty?
Oh, hi, Amanda. Yeah, first-time caller, but long-time listener. I love your show. I joined a Toastmasters club because my wife just won't listen to me. What should I do about that relationship?
All right, your wife will not listen to you. I'm sure that's probably the same thing my husband would say. Well, there's such a thing called the talking stick, which I actually use with my husband. He's a very quiet man. He never gets a word in. And I decided some time ago to let him have his say. So we have a stick, and I will hand it to him, and he can talk as long as he has that stick in his hand. He can talk, 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 talk. And until he hands it back to me, I cannot say a word. And it is working beautifully. He now feels listened to, and our relationship is doing a lot better. So Ty, you might want to try this with your wife.
Does he ever not give you the stick back?
Sometimes he has it for 2 hours.
All right, I'll give it a shot. Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, we have another call. I think we have one more time for one more call. And that person is Pat. Pat is from Round Rock. And, what is your question? What is your question, Pat?
Well, I'm not from Round Rock, Amanda, and I've never listened, and I've never called a radio station before. But when my son does something wrong, I feel like swatting him. Is this bad? What else can I do?
Well, you know, a lot of us want to swat our children, and for an instant you actually do feel a lot better.
Yes.
It's a quick fix, but it doesn't help the child very much, because studies have shown that children that are hit have low self-esteem issues when they're older. So I would suggest that, say he is doing something wrong, and you can say, well, if you do that again, I'm afraid the TV will not be available this evening to you. So if you do it again, that is your choice. And then if he does it, and the TV is not available for one evening, I can promise you he will not do it again. Take away something that they like, and you will get a lot better success. So that, thank you very much, Pat, for calling in from Round Rock. And that is the show for today. I hope everybody has a wonderful day in Austin. Enjoy that 75 degrees. And I will see you next week, same time, same place. And this is the Relationship Guru.